And busted. And he's quite formal. And here's the Knight of Pluto. Deception. Dun dun dun. It's time to kick ass. Alright. First kind of sorta mini boss time. I don't know. Can I steal anything from this guy? I can't remember. Let's see if I can steal. Steal. Leather hat. Didn't steal anything. That's one thing about this game with the stealing. The stealing is probably the most annoying part of this entire game. Silk shirt. Anything else? Doesn't have anything. Time to kill him. And Sin is the weakest character. He attacks with a hammer, yet doesn't do any damage with it. And he's almost dead. And yeah, so the guy in the armor there, if you can tell by looking at the bottom of the screen there, that's Blank. That's why he was part of the original team that was supposed to help us kidnap the princess, because he was there as a distraction. I'll never give up. For some reason I keep thinking of Naruto. Believe it! In the bad dub. And Oglops. No! I don't know what these things are. I have no clue. These things are like weird little, I don't know, things. And they're gonna run around. Let's run. So ridiculous. And now back to the play where Baku is playing King Leo. And we're going to betroth Cornelia to Prince Schneider. And he wants to rule both kingdoms because he's evil, I guess. I don't know, whatever. We caught the intruder, Marcus. Oddly enough, his real name is Marcus, and he's playing the character named Marcus. Whatever, I don't know. And they use a little Shakespearean, not a lot, very small amount actually. And blah blah blah, they speak in Victorianese, I guess. Victorian English, whatever. And in here, we will fade. And let's go back to the actual action. And guess what time it is? Stop! Oh no! Guess what? They tried to do something. They've already failed at it once. What's going to happen now? Epic fail. Huh? What's all this? And the princess is going to be Cornelia. And yeah. So this is one of her favorite plays, and they do the salute thing again. And she knows all of her lines, of course, knows exactly where we are in the play. Yeah, it's plausible, I guess, though kind of unlikely. And for whatever reason, Steiner just kind of sits there hunched over like a gorilla, looking at the crowd like, huh? I don't get it. And now they're going to call him a prince. Yeah, and he's also a bit of a fool that, for whatever reason, makes no sense here. And then we get some lame fight sequence where they just run away. Too many of them! There's two of them. And we have a little exchange. And here comes Marcus. And God. Oh! Like I said, with the epic music, like way over the top. It's a play, and yet they continue to do it. And, you know, it seems kind of weird and it doesn't seem to fit, but it really sums up the game. You know, the game does this a lot. There's a lot of sequences that just They don't seem to matter at all, and then all of a sudden we keep the same focus, the same idea with the game, the same... I'm trying to find the word and I can't find it. The same feel, the same atmosphere continues from these comedic points all the way to the more serious points, and the characters adapt in a logical manner to the change as it happens. And there's suicide, because I guess this is supposed to be very similar to something like Romeo and Juliet, whatever. And she doesn't realize that one of her knights and her daughter is on stage, though I don't know how. She's later on, a character dubs her as the Elephant Lady. I don't know how the Elephant Lady had a daughter named, or that looks like Garnet, and that will be addressed later too. But, you know, at this point, you know, you're kind of wondering, how the hell? And we shoot back to these guys. And we're happy about getting all the way over here, and somebody knows what's up. So we're going to put a little English comedy in there. He's going to trip, call me a fool. And we're going to run up here and shoot back to this one, and guess what? Leave me alone! Guess what? Fire! Ah! Ah! She's alive! Look at that. Let's get out of here. Steiner's so clueless. Such a funny douchebag. Seize them! Sir Rustalot. Zidane makes a career out of giving him stupid nicknames and really bugging him about his duty and stuff like that over the course of the game. You know, right now they're against each other, but, you know, you've named the characters, even though they have nothing to do with each other at this point. They're obviously going to connect together at some point down the line. You don't name non-playable characters for the most part in any RPG. Anyway, we now have, well, I'll let the battle show it, but now that all of these characters have met up, we have a new party. And we have a princess, a black mage, and 2 thieves. And because we're on stage, I'm assuming that's the reason, we don't have access to the steel command. She has summons, but if you look at these, yeah, he runs away because he's useless. They have way more MP to require way more MP to cast than we have at this point, so we can't make use of it. Black magic, fire. There we go. And of course, use the triangle button to bypass characters' turns to go to the next person's turn. And I'm just going to keep her on standby for healing. And come on, cast fire, attack. Use R1 or L1 to multi-target, though I didn't get a chance because somebody died too fast. Bah! Only a flesh wound. Some of Steiner's lines are just bloody awesome. So funny and so over the top. Stabilizers configured! For whatever reason, I seem to always look at that line as Star Trek-esque. And a bunch of these guys are there. And here comes a very epic escape attempt. Let's see, can we get away? The whole ship rises up and the Elephant Lady's freaking out. And now she's calling for an attack. And lots of stuff blows up. Yay! And she's going to make sure that there's no way we leave. Almost killing her daughter in the meantime. And we're going to crash into some buildings. Whoopsies! kill a bunch of people. Nah, they weren't important. We never met them. And at this point, she's gonna bring out the big gun. And she just shot a bomb at us. She shot a bomb at us? What the hell, game? That's ridiculous. You just hold a bomb and a cannon for years at a time before you find time to use it? Well, that's ridiculous. Anyway, it is boss time. And our life's been reset, so we've got our full HP again. We're still on stage, so we still unfortunately don't have steel, so we can't steal from this guy. We can cast fire or whatever. Hey, look behind you! You know exactly where this is going to go, yeah. This is going to be fun. Always is. Attack. And even the princess is trying to help. But Mr. Rust-a-Lot isn't going to listen. And eventually, I think this is a scripted battle. I don't even think you have to attack him. You just gotta wait for the bomb to grow. And eventually, Davey states the obvious. It's gonna blow. We can keep attacking him. I don't think it matters. And here it comes. Ah! The bomb's gonna eat him. Or explode. One or the other. He went boom. I don't know how we survived this, but obviously we do. These are our main characters. And look at this. Whee! Oh, wait a minute. We're alive, but not really. We're falling apart. The music does such a great job at this point of kind of setting up the change in emotion from seeing a big ball of smoke to seeing the ship alive to seeing that it's crashing down. Just so well done. And now we crash into the clouds? Aren't we falling down? Not falling up. Well, there is something to note about this game. We're gonna crash. You see there's a little foggy in there. The way this world kind of works is there's a layer of what they call mist that hovers kind of midway up, and if you see the world map, Alexandria itself is above the mist layer, or at least it seems to be above the mist layer, and it seems to blanket all of the lower valleys and such. And although they haven't mentioned it yet, they will eventually. I'll just tell you now. All the airships in the world, at this point anyway, they run on mist. They somehow use it as a fuel source, and the only way people have been able to figure out how to fly at this point, with airships anyway, is with the use of this mist. And now she's what? Wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. What? Yeah. That's a little better. Evil clowns trying to take people out. Anyway, somehow Zidane's alive even though he's there, and the ship is there. This guy's suicidal. He jumped off a falling ship. It's like jumping out of an airplane as it's falling down. That's just clueless. Yeah, this ship was called the Prima Vista. Crash into the forest. No one's ever made it out of here alive. Standard. Yep. Time to fix the fires, otherwise we're all gonna burn. True enough. Makes sense. And Cinna's taking a break. And we gotta carry dead guys out. Like, come on, treat your friends with a little more respect than that, guys. They just died. Ah, well, whatever. Maybe they didn't die, maybe they're just knocked out. But still, that's not helping. Yeah, probably. But anyway, welcome back. We found Zidane. And he's made it. He is nuts. Got the devil's luck, huh? And we're going to introduce 8. Active time event. That just shows you what's happening at another location at the exact same time. Press select and we'll be able to find out. And although they didn't mention it, the princess wasn't the only one who got knocked off the ship. So did Zidane obviously did, but so did Vivi. Of course, nobody seems to care about Vivi at this point, and apparently they're being attacked by shadows. So, talk to Cinna. He doesn't say anything interesting. If you go over here, you've got a magnet. He wants mail. And I'm going to make a save point, or a save file here. And that'll be all for this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Next time we can... I'll just save on one or the other, just so I can go back if I need to. That way I can... yeah. Anyway, next time we will try and find the princess and look at the ship and figure out what the hell we're going to do next time. And I will see you guys next time.